Heyo and welcome to all. Time for the next one of the V's, Valentino. I do like his design in the show. The idea of his wings being some sort of coat was indeed very interesting, though the way it was executed just didn't quite work for me. I tried to think of a solution to make it physically possible, but couldn't possibly come up with one. Instead, I chose to have his wings simply be out open. Though it was important to me that they didn't look so much like a butterfly's, instead I took inspiration of household moths, clothes moths, and so on. The smaller ones that are more of a nuisance to us, as he is quite the nuisance to society, to put it lightly. After looking at actual moths for inspiration, I opted to get inspired to some extent by the Cinnabar moth, wing design and such, having the wing shape I was looking for. I also wanted to keep him as a strong contrast to Angeldust, who is fluffy and soft all over, and thus the fluff he had on his wings is also gone. With that settled, I also gave him the silhouette of a heart to some extent, with the help of the wings, which I tried to hint at multiple places, though I also tried to not lean into the heart theme too much, and actually go with broken hearts or upside down hearts at the least, since his lust is far more removed from love that would be associated with these kinds of hearts. Now to his outfit, I first and foremost changed the type of hat he was wearing. I felt annoyed that every second character seemed to have a top hat, and I wanted to break it up, give him something more unique. I opted for a fedora, going with the nice guy stereotype that is associated with this type of hat, feeling it fitted what he somewhat tries to be before turning to his darker personality traits. Liking the outfit beneath the supposed coat he has in the show, I didn't change all too much with it, feeling that it already quite fit his vibe. Open shirt, gold chains, tight pants. Instead of some simple shoes, I went with these high-heeled boots, the lace reminding of shibari, as red rope was usually used for it, adding a leather jacket, tying the fabric or rather texture of the boots more to this design as it surrounds him, top and bottom, reminding of the last suits that would be the whole BDSM aesthetic. I don't know too much about it honestly, and this might be a very typical thing of me to say or think, please forgive me for that. I changed his color palette dramatically. I wanted to have little to no white in his design, as it felt too light, and again it mixed with angeldust way too much. I opted for this dark red, blacks all over his design, also darkening his skin tone some. To break up his silhouette, I did give him a white button up, but it is not a true white and more of a grey color. I wanted to show that lust, how he embodies it, is dark, scary, and simply unhealthy. I felt like this bright color palette in the show didn't quite manage to convey the seriousness of the character. The only breakup of his colors, besides the button up, is the gold throughout his design, being the color of material of his chains, buttons, glasses, and so on. These gold accents would be a reference to the phrase, "Not all that shines is gold," hinting again at a twisted personality to some extent. These golden claws aren't just an accessory though. They are unable to be removed and are in fact made of chitin, like the insect exoskeleton. The claws would be a curse to him, part of his punishment from hell, making it extremely difficult to, well, enjoy himself, to put it lightly. Touch others without making them recoil at an instant due to the sharp nature of these claws, not just in front of his hands, but also covering the back, truly never allowing for gentle touch. His teeth, though, blackened, referencing the beauty standard of an older Asian tradition, where this would be a sign of status and beauty. But due to him being from Europa, it would be absurd to him, making him feel dirty and ugly, unaware of the meaning behind it, only understanding it as another curse from hell, again showing a superficial character and neglect of caring for others. Replacing his fangs with prominent gold fangs would be a status of his and his co-workers, or rather subordinates. I will also mention again in my redesign of Angeldust, so no worries about keeping all of this in the back of your head. To also contrast with Angeldust and the theme of love and softness in general, I kept it rather smooth, so to say, only leaving the neck fluff that's commonly associated with moths. This baldness, this lack of natural hair would be quite a bother to him, as well for being such an absurd creature overall, being crazily stuck in what is beautiful and what is not, hating his dark skin, hating how he looks, as his looks I imagine would have been his most important feature in his life on Earth. I feel like his beauty and his own perceiving lack of it in Sinner's hell would be his most damaging punishment for him, besides being unable to literally touch himself nor anyone else. His face weirdly split, like the anatomic structure of a moth's face would. Weird insect eyes, which do make it hard for him to see. The glasses are not just for decoration. No visible nose. All his beauty standards of a white man will be thrown out the window. He would never admit his disgust for himself, masking this hate with sexual praise to himself as soon as he stares at a mirror in disgust or anyone mention anything towards him. Also because he can't stand how he looks overall. Mirrors would be sparse and often broken in the V's apartments. Hating his dark colors, he'd be obsessed with sinners who were granted white skin, fur, scales, whatever. He'd seek them out and without hesitation begin to manipulate them, to own them. He wants to own beautiful people, basically, while also punishing them for surpassing his own perceived beauty. And thus Angeldust comes into play and his obsession to control him. As in the show and my redesign of Angeldust, I will keep a mostly light color palette. But those would be my major notes to this design and his behavior and so on. I hope you have a good time with the rest of the time lapse.
Think I must have met him yesterday. He waltzed in from the outskirts of East LA. Seems to be the name on everybody's lips. So I told myself I wouldn't fall for it. But then, quicker than a flash, he had me at hello. He took me by the hand, we started dancing slow. Didn't wanna get attached, but now I'm far too close. And he knows just what he's doing. I didn't know when I met Valentino, I was giving him control over me. Now I'm stuck in his melody. Let me go, Valentino. You're not getting any more out of me. I don't want your cool melody.
He knew what to say to sweep me off my feet. I should've never heard a word he said to me. I was comfortable with ignorance and bliss, 'cause I told myself I wouldn't fall for it. But then, quicker than a flash, he had me at hello. He took me by the hand, we started dancing slow. Didn't wanna get attached, but now I'm far too close. And he knows just what he's doing. I didn't know
When I met Valentino, I was giving him control over me. Now I'm stuck in his melody. Let me go, Valentino. You're not getting any more out of me. I don't want your cool melody.
the morning. I don't want you cool melody. Oh no, yeah.
I should have known not to trust Valentino.
I should have known not to trust Valentino.
Tonight I'm saying goodbye, Valentino. Know just what you're doing. I didn't know when I met Valentino, I was giving him control over me. Now I'm stuck in his melody. Let me go, Valentino. You're not getting any more out of me. I don't want your cool melody. I should have known not to trust
her knees. Such a good girl, knows how to please.
Look at me, look me in the eyes. Forget yourself, surrender your mind. Right now you're mine, oh mine. Giving your mine, oh mine.
They call it creeping, I said loving, it's the only way for me. Filling out papers, signing waivers, but I stay outside its reach. I name your mother and your father and the first pet that you keep. I know your favorite place to dine at when your check comes in.